Tracy Keegan, West Road. Just to clarify, if you don't mind, could you please tell us again who is negotiating the tax treaty? The tax agreement with Invenergy?
The attorneys.
I'm sorry?
The attorneys.
Okay. Okay, last week at the Power Hour, Mr. Pacheco informed me that it was Mr. McElroy and Sansi were the only ones negotiating that agreement.
I, as a solicitor, I understand.
Okay, I believe that neither you nor Mr. Wood's name was brought up in the negotiations. I just want to clarify, so we're all on the same page. I don't want to misinform anyone.
No, that's the perfect example about why I hate getting off topic, because then that happens. But they're negotiating, and then we hear. This is the way it always happens.
So,
no matter what, if it was a union contract, it'd be the same thing. When they come back to the council, we go in executive session, we talk about it. The councilors, we voice our opinions, send it back, and that's just the way it happens on all of it.
okay, so when a tax...
And we are in no position to be passing any, agreeing to a tax treaty tonight, just so...
Okay, so when a tax agreement is reached, per se, it wouldn't be Mr. Wood who would bring it into executive session, it would be one of the attorneys, correct?
Well, Mr. Wood would request it because he's the town manager.
But he's not in the negotiations. So how can Mr. Wood present to an executive session a tax agreement if he's not part of the negotiating team per se?
Mr. Wood, being a town manager, is involved in every aspect of what goes on in this town, not just with the power plant, but with everything else. He's not kept out of the loop. If anything, we invite him in, and he is allowed to help us with. Without his help, Mr. McElroy and I would not be in the position we are in to be able to discuss knowledgeably what we need to discuss.
So Mr. Wood is in fact involved in the negotiation of the tax agreement, is what you're saying?
I rely upon his guidance, about his expertise. He's been here for 20 years. He knows this town better than I do, or Mr. McElroy. We ask him for his opinions, for his input, all sorts of things, yes.
Yes, so, okay, so the negotiating team for the tax agreement is you, sir, Mr. McElroy, Mr. Wood, and the lawyer, Sansi.
Mr. Sansi's firm,
yes.
There are appraisers of power plants. The man that we deal with from Mr. Sansi's firm has been involved in negotiating tax agreements in every power plant that's been built in New England area over the last, I believe, 10 or 15 years. He is the one. He's the one that knows more about power plants and about tax agreements than anybody else.
Okay.
We rely upon his expertise to guide us, to discuss things with Invenergy's attorneys, just as we ask Mr. Wood for his guidance as well. Nobody here acts on their own. We have a team. We all work together.
Okay, we just wanted to make sure that we're all clear. The team is Mr. Wood, Mr. McElroy, our solicitor, and a lawyer from Sansi, so we're all in agreement. Also, can you tell me if Mr. Wood, is his contract public record?
Yes, it is.
It is, so we can request it formally using an APRA? Okay.
I have requested that.
You have, okay, thank you.
So have I.
Okay. Is there are we within the time frame to have that provided to us? Yes.
10 business days,
Okay.
and 5 business days.
Okay, thank you. Also, does Mr. Wood have a yearly evaluation by the council?
This is again one of those items that's getting off topic.
But this is public comment, and I believe
Correct.
the public can bring anything to comment.
Absolutely, you can, but again, we don't have to respond.
It's a yes or no question.
According to this contract, is every 2 years it gets evaluated
Okay.
by the council.
Sorry, I just
I
want to,
believe it's every 2 years.
I had some questions emailed to me, so. Also, he is the direct report for all the department heads and other administrators in the town, correct? So they would report to him, and then you oversee him, correct? So say like the director of public works reports to Mr. Wood, and then, he reports to you. That's correct, right? Okay.
Yeah, he's the town manager.
Okay, so does the town have an HR department in place? If somebody were to have a complaint about Mr. Wood, say a department head or a director, would they go to him directly with that complaint, or would they have some avenue to take? The reason I ask is that there's been some rumors around, and at our subcommittee meetings, it was brought to our attention that people are feeling that they're being harassed or they're being pressured to, not side with, certain individuals about wanting the plant. So we just want to make sure that, everybody's neutral, we're on a, level playing field, and, if these people feel that they're being pressured, that they have somewhere to go.
So is there not an HR?
We don't know the policy.
Again, see, this is,
We don't know the policy off the top of my head.
Okay.
yeah, right,
The policy's off the top of our head, so
Right.
why, we get the agenda item, we get it.
correct.
Right. Okay, so can we get an answer to that then? Is that
If I mess
possible?
up the policy,
Right.
if I do mess up a policy, I don't want to be in a position to be told that I'm not providing you.
Right.
Let me try to
Right,
find the
I
answer for you.
Okay.
Make sure it's the right one, that's
Yes,
all.
thank
okay?
you. Thank you very much.
Nicholas Cook, 25 Howard Ave.
Sir, before you leave, I just wanted to confer with somebody before I answer your question, your lady's question. I just want to make sure. The only one that has any authority over the town manager is the town council. There is no body or HR department in between the town manager and the town council.
No, but the
Does that answer your question?
No, the question was if somebody underneath the town manager has an issue with the town manager, where would they go?
They go, there's a hierarchy, it's right in the town charter.
So they go to you?
No, they have to go.
Well, we have to look at it. We don't know it off the top of our heads. We
Yes.
don't want to give you an answer, because if we're wrong, then we're going to look like we're providing you with wrong information. So we want to get the answer correct.
When the surety be in place, you should have an answer.
It's
I don't
in,
know it off the top of my head. It is in place. I just don't know it off the top of my head. If I misquote it, then I'm going to